Hey friends, thanks for joining me today. Let's go ahead and look at a set of dado blades on the table saw and how we can use those to make a dado or a rabbet. All right friends, so a set of dado blades is usually a set of 3 blades, and we have 1, 2, 3. 3 blades that are stacked together so that we can make a groove or a channel in a piece of lumber. So here we have some dados in this piece of lumber. And those are nice if you want to put a shelf, or if you want to join a piece of 2 different pieces of wood. That provides a lot of space. We can put glue on it, and it provides some structure and some strength there. So this is how you would produce a dado. When you make a dado, most of the time I don't use a fence when I'm doing dados. I'll use a miter gauge, which I can control the angle and I can tighten it down, and then I can control where it slides back and forth to produce my dado. So when you're going to do this, what I've done on this one, I have this wooden insert and I've drawn lines where that blade is going to take out wood. So I can line up my cut with where I want it to go and then go ahead and cut, and I don't have to be looking over the piece of wood at the blade when it's right next to the blade getting ready to contact it. I can line it up back here and then go. Now what we notice, these blades are taller than this wood. That's never what you want if you're going to cut a dado. You're not going to put it to the height of the full lumber. I have this set up just so we can see the different blades, but what we'll do is we'll move them down to a better position. Now, as we see on here, this one is more than halfway through the lumber. That's pretty common. Sometimes you can do halfway. It's really whatever you have planned for your furniture. I'm only gonna go down, or go up rather, a certain amount, and then I'm gonna pick right here, all the way over to here. So as you can see, my dado that I'm gonna take out is bigger than the blades. So I will need to do 1 pass and then possibly another pass, maybe 3, but looks like maybe just 2. If I'm taking a little rabbet out on this edge, I'll need to line it up just so I'm taking what I need out and not the whole piece. So let's go ahead and do that. We will set our blades down a little bit so they're to our line, which I do by moving my board that I have a line on over to here. And then I'm going to move my dado so it's at the top of its arc and it's lining up with that pencil line. And then I can go ahead and adjust my miter gauge, make sure it's tightened down so I don't have anything moving on me. I wouldn't want to go through and then have it shift and be an angle. I don't want that. So we're gonna tighten it down. There we go. I also like to have hearing protection on when I do this because this is also loud and I don't want to lose any more of my hearing than what I've already lost. So we'll get hearing protection and then we'll go. All right, friends. So as you saw, I need to make sure I'm pushing down on this as I'm going, because what'll happen, it'll have a tendency to want to lift it up. So you want to push down, keep your hands on the miter gauge, push it through nice and slow. Go slow. Let that let those blades do the job they're supposed to. Don't just push it through real fast and make it really hard on here. It also produces a bad cut if you push it through very fast. So for a nice surface finish and to keep everything the way it should be, to lengthen the life of your blades, go nice and slow, push down on your board, and nice and easy through. Then when I get done here, I usually slide this over and slide that back. And then I go ahead and shut it off. All right, friends, so that's how you can make a rabbet, or you can go all the way through and make a dado with the dado knives on the table saw. So folks, remember to be safe when you're using this. Don't reach over it, stand to the side, make sure your lumber is totally secure, and don't get distracted. Focus on what you're doing, not on everything else, because this thing is a dangerous tool. So friends, make sure to work hard and focus your attention on what needs to be the main thing you're focusing on. And thanks for watching.